What is going on, everybody? Happy Monday. Woo! Monday evening. We are back at it. If you are in Australia, happy Tuesday morning. This show is coming to you live every Tuesday morning at, what is it? I think it'll be 6 a.m. Australia time each week. What is going on, Mr. Ruell Black?
Nothing much. What's up with you, brother?
Oh, last week you got me all excited. You didn't get me all excited. The market got me all excited.
Oh, okay.
Coming off of that major Sunday pop, we saw the price of Bitcoin started running. It was a couple month high. It's been a little bit disappointing since then. Uh,
It has been.
will say you've kept my crypto life active because your Patreon has been flying. So let's get an update on that at some point today. So even though some of the majors haven't been as exciting, that's sort of where we started last week. Some of these altcoins have been in play. And today, I believe we're going to be getting into some metaverse plays. We're just going straight for how do we take action? What are some of these metaverse tokens that we can get in on?
For sure. But now that you mentioned it, the Patreon and the coins were just killing it. We really killed it. Like ADA, Pirate Token, like there's so many we hit like 100, like a 2x on. But you know what? We'll get into the metaverse tokens first. But literally there's like 5 or 6 or 7 that we had 100x on. So
Mm-hmm.
not to toot my own horn, but brr.
I hear you. I mean, that's a decent trade. Where should we start today, Ruel?
So
Should we?
today we're gonna start with a couple coins that I don't think I've mentioned on this channel too much. Um, V Empire
But should we
and
start with the majors? Can we just do that check, please,
sure, yeah,
for my
we can
benefit
go
if
look at
nobody
Bitcoin
else's?
right quick.
Yeah,
Let me
just
share.
you know, it's like the stock market, right? If Apple moves significantly one way or another, the rest of the stock markets can move that way.
Yeah, we got
Same
to
is
look at
true with BTC, I'll
the
say.
Bitcoin just to see.
Exactly.
So popping out Bitcoin. Let's take a look. See here. So it's still holding like the 40, 45, which is really good. Let me minimize some of the other stuff first. And let's go full screen. This is a 4-hour chart. So actually, let's go, before we do that, let's go to the day chart first. Okay. And then full screen. Okay. So like we've at least gone past the 200 EMA line. It was just steaming up here for quite a while, and we have a little sideways movement, which is good because I don't think we really wanted to go like so high that it just crashes down. Um, if we come over here and look at some of our tools here, it's at the overbought mark with the RSI. With the Wyckoff that we use, it's at a point where it should be pulling back. Um, so we're at a point where it's going to get into the red here. Just how much red are we going to get? And you can see here it's trying to go closer to the golden cross type period here on the 1 day. And if we go, let me go to the 4 hour now. On a 4 hour, it's definitely golden crossed. Again, back to the full chart here. It's definitely golden crossed and still pretty high up here. I'm willing to bet it's probably close to oversold on the RSI again. Um, if it was to go down to a point, I would say probably like the 44 here would be a good point to mark. If we're gonna mark a point, 44.
Okay.
But let's see here. I'm pretty sure it's probably okay. It's not oversold on the 4 hour, so it could go a little bit higher from here. But it's right dead in the middle. It's kind of already bounced from being overbought, so that's good. And on the Wyckoff, it looks like it's heading back into the green direction. So we'll probably have, at least for the next 4 hours, we'll have it going up more, which we can kind of already see if we look right here. It's already on the uptrend. And if we want it, we could go even deeper and look into like the 3 and the 2 hour and the 1 hour. But for right now, we know at least from here in the 4 hour, we got some more uptrend.
Okay. I mean, that's short term, though.
Yep. Yep.
I
Yep.
just want
Yep.
some major bull signals, Ruel. Is that too much to ask for?
Believe me, you and me both.
And let's talk about this, because I don't think that this has come up in a while. You actually don't hold the major cryptos. Is that correct? At least you didn't. You're all alt plays,
I'm
which is
all
what we're going to get
altcoins.
into today.
I'm really all altcoins. And to be honest with you, if we come out here and we kind of talk about it a little bit, I can see like, okay, if we come over here and we go to like the top, we'll come back to that. We go to some of the top like 20 or 25 coins. Um, I don't know if you know this, but Terra Luna, they just created a stable coin, right? And they have a lot of interest on it, but as a part of all the money they got from the stable coin, they bought Bitcoin with it. So it's like, okay, the only reason you use a stable coin to begin with is to like get out of Bitcoin when it's unstable. So it's like, okay, if coins like this are just buying Bitcoin, shouldn't you just be buying Bitcoin too? Um,
Yes.
I see the whole motivation around that, and just the point to me just comes back to, all right, in the short term, if you don't have a big like amount of money to work with, right? Um, the stock market, you can't really make big moves unless you're gonna go with options, and that's really really risky. Um, but if we just go to some of the things that we've pointed out to the patrons and that we've pointed out on the channel, um, if we go to just some of those picks, like this one, okay, Pirate Coin. So in since like March, the beginning of March, Pirate Coin's basically gone up 100%, and this was one of our picks as well. So right there, if you're dealing with Pirate Coin, in that same amount of time, Bitcoin went up like $6,000, right?
Mhm.
So that's my only gripe about the altcoins, and I can show you even a couple more that have done the exact same thing, where they've gone up so much more. Like for example, let's take Clever here. It was sitting at about $2, or I'm sorry, 2 cents, beginning of March, gone up almost 100%. Another one we were looking at, Haven, beginning of March is sitting at $2, right? Went all the way up to $8. So that's another one that was on the list for the patrons. So you guys, that's a 4x right there for you. Um, so this is my whole view about altcoins. Now if you're telling me like really really long term, or if you got a really big portfolio, yeah, definitely own some Bitcoin. But there are definitely some good trades that you can get out of altcoins
And let's
right
set
now.
this context too. How long are your trades typically on these altcoins?
Typically, they can go from anywhere, like, okay, so this one's like a month, right? They can go anywhere from a month to 6 months, depending.
Okay. So they're longer. These are not day trades.
Right. They're like
Not anything
it's what
close.
I call it, like long-term swing trading.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's fine. No, I sort of live in that world too. I call them swing trades if I'm in them for like 4 to 8 weeks. I don't know if that's really what they are, but I do the same thing on the stock side. I have a new
Right.
stock for you, by the way. It's not a crypto play though, so I don't know if we're allowed to talk about it.
Really? Well, and then of course a lot of this was based on chart analysis because I could see in the 4 hour they were going to golden cross and they golden crossed right here. Um, like almost all the coins that golden crossed had a big move at the golden cross point. So you can see that here. You can see that with Vera too. At that golden cross point, they had a huge move. It's something you can see out of stocks as well. So that was something that I was really looking to take a big advantage on, and we did. We took a really big advantage of that, and staying abreast of the news with the privacy coins got a big old push after MetaMask cut off transactions to Russia.
Hmm.
So, um, so those were two big things that I took advantage of: the chart analysis here, and the news. So, those were two things that really made the kind of like the swing trades a thing.
Okay.
So yeah, let's hear about the stock, and then we'll get into the
It's totally
metaverse
a
coins
random stock.
later. And also, guys, I have an announcement for you guys later too. So
What
stick
is it?
around, and then afterwards we'll definitely do an hour to talk back if you guys want to talk back. I didn't post the last talk back because there wasn't too many people in there, but if a lot of people stick around and we talk and we have like a really productive talk in the talk back, I'll make sure I post it on the channel. But if it's just like two or three people and we don't really talk about that much, I'm not gonna post it just so people don't, people don't watch it and be like, okay, I've heard all of this and get upset.
All right. You want my stock? It's totally random. And then the next one is Riffraff in the chat is asking, why did Solana flip Cardano? He's not happy about it.
Oh well, Solana has a lot of money behind it. Cardano, Charles likes to take his time, um, and
I
that's
know. It's
basically it.
insane. It's insane.
Charles like really wants to make sure that and it makes sense. He really wants to make sure things are set up in the right way. Because if we look at it here, we've had a rash of tokens have like exploits or hacks where they've lost like millions of dollars. So you really have to be careful about that. So basically, the answer to that question is Solana just got out first. They got their NFTs online quicker. They got a lot of stuff online quicker than Cardano, and that's why Solana flipped them.
Yep. All right. Ready?
Yep.
Okay.
However,
Again, total
one more thing,
sidetrack
Riff
stock
Raff, I'm
pitch.
I'm really bullish on Cardano in the long term because they have a lot of money in their DeFi. And we can talk about that a little bit at the talk back afterwards if you want to come to that. But yeah,
Okay, ready? Totally
hey,
sidetrack
let's do
stock
it.
pitch. Nothing to do with crypto. Okay. This one, you
Show
know the
me.
stock Upwork ticker UPWK. I'm not in it now, just out of laziness. I meant to get into it today, got sidetracked, but we'll be getting into it shortly. Yeah, go ahead and pull that one up for us, Ruel.
Okay, Upwork
Uh,
is one I like. I like Upwork.
Okay, so basically what it is, it's similar to a Fiverr if you know that, but it's a platform to connect businesses with freelancers all over the world, facilitate work, facilitate payment. I use it all the time in order to get like some like odd digital jobs done. Like if I need to put up like a quick website or get a quick design for something or whatever it may be, that's what I'm using Upwork for. Upwork used to charge businesses
Yeah,
no
I'm sharing.
fees for payments. All right, now you're sharing again. There you go. Upwork used to charge businesses no fees for payment. So we would pay a contractor through Upwork. Let's say we're paying them $1,000. There used to be no fees on the business side. There would just be a cut taken out of the contractor. As of April 28th, Upwork emailed all of their customers. This is how I know this. I know this because I'm a customer. They emailed all their customers and said, as of April 28th, we're going to be charging a 3% fee on all ACH payments that go through our platform. So I pay $1,000 to the contractor. They're now generating an incremental $30 of revenue from me in order to make that payment. I don't think that businesses are going to be it's going to be easy for them to just drop Upwork out of their arsenal. So I think that the businesses will eat this fee. That 3% on, I think it was 150-ish million they did last quarter. That's well, I did the math. I'm sorry. So it must have been about 100 million they did last quarter. The additional fee came to about $4.5 million a quarter of basically just pure profit that they're going to be getting out of this. They don't have to do any work for this. It's not like they have to have new staff for this. They're just taking pure profit out of that. The company burns $20 million of cash a month. That's operating cash flow. They're dropping another $4.5-5 million straight to the bottom line. That is material for the stock, and I don't think anybody's priced it in yet. So that's why, for the first time, I'm getting long Upwork.
Okay, so I was in on Upwork around about here. Did really nice on the option with it. I got out like around here. Um, I think it was like around the same time Raz was talking about it on Power Hour. And again, if we come over here and look at their earnings, this is again why earnings pretty much don't mean anything, because you know if the market says okay, SPACs are in, SPACs are in. If market says okay, value stocks are in, value stocks are in. If market says growth stocks are in, growth stocks are in. Growth stocks, and this is quote unquote a growth stock. Growth stocks are out now, so they're out. It doesn't matter how their earnings go. If we come over here and look at the calendar, they've beat their earnings every, like, literally every quarter since 2018. They're in the hundreds of millions of earnings for the first, like, for the last, what, 5 quarters. So but that really does bode well for the next quarter. And they're at a lower point right now that, like, I would almost be happy on putting an option out for the next earnings, to the next earnings, which are in May, I believe. Let's go back to that. Oh, okay. The next earnings are this month, so I'd be happy putting a call out for, like, maybe June or what's the fifth month? May, just to give myself a month in case something weird happens. But I'd be okay putting out a call on this, because if that's the case, when did they start this, Luke?
They announced it. I got the email as a customer last week, and it's going into effect April 28th.
Okay, so then they might not see the earnings from it until the next quarter. Um, but still, I'd be okay. Either okay, you get a call for this up and coming earnings or the earnings after that. Um, but yeah, where it's at right now, it definitely deserves to be, in my opinion. I think it deserves to be at least a $40 stock. But
It's only it's trading at less than 5 times sales.
see, yep,
Uh, and I do think that it's a futuristic company.
yeah. So
If we believe that there's gonna be more digital work than less, it's the right space. And I think that we're picking the right company in the right space at a decent valuation. The stock got hammered because of the Ukraine conflict.
yeah, see, I agree with you. And like, but like, if we look at the earnings, to me, like, there's no reason why this deserved to be hammered from $60 all the way down to $20. There's no reason. They've consistently beat earnings. They consistently get more revenue every quarter. So at this point, to me, it seems like a bargain, definitely.
Boom, there it is. And with that, Ruel, I unfortunately have to leave you with producer AB. Can you run on your own for a couple minutes?
Oh yeah, for sure.
You
Yeah,
always can.
we can get into these metaverse picks here, guys. Um, and this is if this is your first time on the show, let me see who we got in here now. We got Shelly and Riff Off. Okay, awesome. Um, if you're if it's your first time on the show, the way I like to do things is I like to do things in sectors, right? And it's kind of just like me and Luke were talking about here. Um, Upwork is kind of in the growth sector, so to speak, of stocks. And it seems like stocks lately. What's up, Antonio? Uh, Seems lately stocks have been into two sectors, like either growth or value. Um, what we're going over today, we're going over Metaverse. And Metaverse section of crypto has been booming. All right. So we're going to take a look at two new picks that we haven't really mentioned on the show that much. And we're going to start with V Empire. Okay. Cornucopias is next. Well, we're going to go with V Empire. So V Empire The Empire Dial, I'm very, very, very high on this guy. It had a huge pump only to pull way back to 14. So it pumped up to like 23 cents, pulled back down to 14 cents. So it's even a better buy at this point. But when I went on and I checked them out, let's go look at their light paper. Okay, that's going to bring up their website. Okay, so first of all, it's a DAO, which means basically you get to talk. It's like a decentralized autonomous organization. So it's basically like we're taking all the money that's given to this organization, and everyone who has coins in here now has a deciding share. It's like almost like you're your own little government with your own pool of money, so to speak. So what I really like about this is so they're doing staking for a lot of metaverse coins. So their own coin, Axie Infinity, Star L, Sand, and Mana. So you can come over here and you can stake these, and you can earn not only VMP, you will earn I believe the token you staked as well. So that's why you got the two different values here. You're getting the VMP and you're getting some mana or sand back as well. So love that. But on top of that, they're also buying metaverse assets and flipping them off as they need it. So it's basically like they're taking a whole big pool of money and they're taking that money and they're investing it sort of like a ETF or a hedge fund, if you will. So they're pooling other people's money together to buy metaverse assets and peel them off as they need to. Very, very, very awesome to think about. They're also going to buy NFT assets and flip them as they need as well. And they have their own NFTs and they have a card game as well. So the reason why they have these is for the metaverse lands they own. They want to make sure that they're contributing to these metaverse lands. So like they don't want to have that land and just be dormant and not have anything there. They want to actually contribute to the metaverse lands that they own. So that whole idea, being able to pool money together and have someone like buy um, good metaverse land and buy good NFTs and flip them, that whole strategy to me sounds really, really, really good. And I encourage you guys to come over and check out. They did an interview with Paul Barron. Let me see if I can pull that up for you guys in my history. You can never have too many resources. Excuse me, guys. In my opinion, so definitely check out Paul Barron. He's one big crypto guys that I feel like he just lays out the information for you, and it's not like he's trying to like scam you or dump on you. He's just giving you good information. Now, also just realize um, this is a paid interview, but he does ask really tough questions. So we're not gonna play it because I don't know the specific parts I want to play for you guys, but definitely come over and check this out. The Empire CEO interview, and he gets really down into this is what we're doing with the Empire. So really, really, really like that token. And let me see if you guys have any questions about that before we go into Cornucopias. How do we gauge if DAOs are safe? Um, well, that's really hard to know to say, Shelly. But for me, I want to look into the DAO and see what they own and see what they're about. There are a couple of DAOs for Cardano that are like good and stuff like that, and there's always a chance that they could possibly just say, "Boom, we're just gonna run off with your money because we got it now." Um, However, when you listen to this guy on this interview, it doesn't sound like that's something he wants to do is to just run off with your money. It sounds like he actually wants to build something, and it's really only in his advantage to build a bigger DAO because then the tokens that are in reserve or whatever, or the tokens that he has under his control, they're only that much more. They're only that much more of a better asset. So from what it sounds like, it seems like he's genuine, but we've seen people like Mark Cuban and all these other people in this space do their research and still fall victim to exploits and hackers. So like you can do your DD and you can still just end up falling victim to something. I mean, if Mark Cuban, a billionaire, falls victim to an exploit, a company that had an exploit, that's still, you know what I mean? Like you can only do what you can do there. Um, Let me see if I can pick out some points in this interview that I really liked, just so you guys can just hear it.
So much. So normal users cannot necessarily, not everyone's got over 5 figures that they can put on a piece of land, especially when it's liquid. So having access and being able to pull together with others means that you can benefit from, we have 5 metaverses and we gift profits from all of those to our VEMP stakers. So you're essentially getting a little bit of everything with our platform.
So that's one of the biggest parts I liked. That like, okay, I might not be able to go over to OpenSea and buy, let's say, a NFT Worlds piece of land. The NFT Worlds piece of land, like the floor price of it is like 12. Okay, floor price is now 9.7 ETH. I'm not gonna be able to purchase that by myself. Same thing with Sand. Their floor price of theirs was around like 3 ETH. Okay, so it's now about 2 ETH. So this is typical. You guys will see this as like the Bitcoin and like crypto coins go up, NFTs tend to go down. So now that we have a better like coin market, people are pulling money out of NFTs and they're putting them into coins. Hence, the floor price on these are now dropped. So now we got a kind of a better deal for these type of deals right now. But just like he said, now you got all these different people putting money in this DAO. Now all of those people can own those lands and take advantage of this metaverse boom.
Interesting. I was looking at some of the, just the yield side of it. ETH was like 42% in VEMP, 15.99% in ETH. Axie, 345%. So how are you seeing these massive yields kind of come to life throughout, the involvement within these multi-metaverse approaches?
So he's talking about what we just saw here, how they're giving the yield here on these different coins. And he's saying, okay, how can you give such a big yield? Let's see what he says.
So the primary yield is paid in VEMP, our native token. So that is released from our total supply over 21 years. So didn't want to release it too quickly, because one of the main complaints with any DeFi-esque emission schedule is inflation. So by releasing over 21 years, we make sure that we're always in sort of the lower numbers compared to others. So a certain amount of VEMP per block is sent to each of these staking pools. So at present, it's 1.5 VEMP per block.
Okay, and basically his answer to that is we're getting high yields by dispersing it over a certain period of time. And you see different companies do this, like DeFi Kingdoms. They've done that with their coin. If we were to go over there right now, I have some Jewel that's still locked up, but they're doing it. They're dispersing it over a certain number of years, so they can give really high yields right now, because that high yield that they're saying isn't going to be dispersed, immediately. So that is actually a good thing, because it's going to not make sure that the token doesn't get the value sucked out of it really quickly. And as you can see, they have 19 million locked right now, which is pretty good. But I think as metaverse things continue to grow, they're going to continue to grow with it. They also recently announced that they're going to start doing some not Axie Infinity. Oh my God, why do I keep saying them? They're going to start doing some Star Atlas stuff too. So that's really huge. Let's see if we got any more questions. What's up, Shook Focus? Ryan Mack, what's the name of that website? Can you go type it in the Benzinga chat, please? I don't actually have access to the Benzinga chat, unfortunately. My co-host has that. I'll have to just make sure next time they have the ability to let me do that. Oh, wait, I think I can do it. Okay. So name of which website? I'll just put in the Empire website, and I'll also put a link to the interview that I'm watching. So let's see here. Paste, boom. Okay, I think it's supposed to be in there. The website. Okay. All right. I don't see that it's in there. You know what I'll do? Ryan, just come over here to my Twitter. I'll put it on my Twitter. Boom. Oh, I copied it twice. Okay, vempire.io. Saw my Twitter. Come over here at Black Ruell, and it'll be on my Twitter. So if you guys are looking to buy this token, definitely buy it. Do not buy it on your Uniswap. The fees will kill you. Come over to PancakeSwap. Get it on PancakeSwap. All you have to know is its Binance address, which you can get from CoinMarketCap. All you got to do is go to more here, and it'll give you the Binance address right here. But yeah, let's also take a look at their Twitter. Okay, so on the 7th, they're minting more plebeians, and the plebeians kind of give you special things, special things for the meta for like staking and stuff like that. So if you mint one of these NFTs, you get special privileges. I don't know how much they cost yet, but that'll be on the 7th. But you can see here they're allowing you to stake Mana, Star L, Axie Infinity, Ape Token. Huge thing for Ape Token. They really want to get some Ape Token. Sand, ETH, BNB, and of course their own token. And I saw somewhere here they had a roadmap on here. I must have see they post every day. All right, I don't know where it is here that I was looking at that, but somewhere they said that they were going to do Star Atlas as well. And you can see they got a pretty decent following here. And if you want to go look at the chart on this, go to PooCoin. PooCoin, generally, you can see all of the really good Binance tokens on here. So we come over here and we go VM. And it's taking a little bit, but it's pulling up. All right, while that's pulling up, I'll go see if there are any more questions, and then we can move on to Cornucopia. Give me a follow. Appreciate it, man. Ryan Mack. Also, definitely, guys, come over here to darkhorsewatcher.com. I'm making a push to 1,000 subscribers. I'm sitting at about 9:15 right now. Come on over, darkhorsewatcher.com, and subscribe to the channel. We got so much stuff going on over here. We got more Metaverse coins on one of my videos. Oh, you gave me a follow here too. Must have. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Definitely check this out. Metaverse coins, Proton. We got growth stocks. We got everything over here. Tribe One. If you go down deeper, I got some playlists for you guys. LCX, you know how high I'm on that. And we got prepare for crypto 2022, and we get down and dirty into the sectors that I like. Because remember, I was telling you guys earlier, if it's your first time here, the way I like to kind of break down the crypto market is to go into sectors. And if you go over to the Patreon, if you guys are interested in the Patreon, you'll see I have a full list for the patrons of all the coins that we're watching for 2022. I just updated that for those guys. So that's something you're interested in. That's there too. But next coin we're going to go over is Cornucopias. So I really like this Cornucopias. If we come over here again to YouTube, we can check out Cornucopias YouTube. And they're doing this in like Unreal Engine. Like the visuals of this game is just ridiculous. So if we look at it, I'll do this real fast so you don't have to look at all of it. So it doesn't take that long. Oh, I got a jumpy trigger finger, y'all. Okay. So fantastic graphics here. Absolutely amazing. Okay, we'll speed it up. Okay, they're building the house. We go here. Building their character. Nice to see they have all shades of brown. I love that. And then they have the little bubble jets, and you can actually race these. So pretty amazing visuals, right? And if we come over here to the JPEG store, they have a bunch of those NFTs that you can actually buy. We're going to look Cornucopias. So here are the bubble jets. You'll actually be able to race these bubble jets. You can buy these for 139 ADA on the floor. They also have these things called javelins. Floor price of these, there's like 77. The floor price of these was about 54. So these are actually increasing in floor price, which is one thing you guys want to kind of look at. Like Ethereum has its own NFT game, but so does Cardano, right? And it may be a better thing to go look at some of these NFTs in another type of system rather than always stick with Ethereum. So it's really cool if they have these already for sale. But now one of the things I'm looking at, if we come over here again, Jacobi. Okay, it's going to show it. Okay, so Cornucopias coin is sitting here at about 3 cents, 3.7 cents, which is cool. If we come out here and look at it on like the 12-hour chart, hasn't been around for too long. Its high was almost at 8. So all it has to do is get back to its high. We got a 2x here. And I'm kind of comparing this with, if we come over here and look, NFT worlds. We've talked about them on here before, right? This is another Metaverse coin. NFT. It is world. So on Minecraft, Microsoft Minecraft open source. And if we come over here and look at their site, they actually have games that are ready to play right now. And like I said, it's built off of Minecraft. So that's why it looks Minecrafty. So in order to play these, you'd actually have to buy Minecraft, which is like $26 or something like that. That's probably why, even though they're not actually affiliated with Microsoft yet, Microsoft is letting them do this because it's just infusing more players into the whole Minecraft world. But I bring these guys up to say, all right, when Cornucopias actually has their game playable, maybe we see Cornucopias at 19 cents or 22 cents, something like that. So with it sitting at 4 cents, that's like what? A 5 or 6x for us, right? So that's why I'm really kind of high on this Cornucopias coin. and it already seems like they're getting things taken care of. They've already come out with these two NFTs, and they've already not only can you buy Cornucopias on Binance, you can also buy it on Ada's network now as well. Where were we? So Cornucopias. So yep, you can buy it. Let's go down here, and as soon as I'm done with this, I'll come out for more questions. So you can buy it on PancakeSwap. They don't have all the markets updated, because I know you can now buy this on Ada's network too. For instance, go over to MiniSwap, which is a swap on the Ada network. Hopefully it connects my wallet. Okay. So we go to trade. I only have a little Cornucopias over here. I got most of it on Binance for right now. So Copy. So you can buy it over here as well. So, all right, let's go out for questions. Strictly Sports. That reminds me, Strictly Sports. Strictly 3 Sports. He's hosting a very nice competition for me, an NBA Top Shot giveaway. I had 115 subscribers now. The goal is 10-15. So definitely come over here, guys, if you're going to subscribe. Just retweet it and subscribe. So, Matt, thank you, Strictly, for this one. Really appreciate it, man. So we got about 10 minutes left here, guys. If there are any questions, like seriously, any questions at all, please bring them over to my channel. But I want to give you guys an announcement here. It's a channel called Gentlemen of Crypto. I don't know if you guys have heard of them before. So Gentlemen of Crypto. As soon as this comes up, I think I must have too many windows open. That's what this is. Let me kill some stuff. Okay. So Gentlemen of Crypto, your boy's gonna have a show on their channel coming up. I think we finalized it for Thursday and Saturday mornings. So definitely come over. And I definitely suggest that you guys check these guys out too. Gentlemen of Crypto. They come on every morning. And these guys are Bitcoin maximalists. So they talk mostly Bitcoin stuff. But it's really cool to be having a show on their network as well. And definitely come over and following these guys on Twitter. Really cool that they're gonna give you boy a show over there. So I'm gonna have a show here at Benzinga, a show on the Gentlemen of Crypto Network. Things are looking really good for the channel. Very happy about that, man. I can't even say how happy I am about that. Let's see here. And we got into these new NFTs, basically DeFi NFTs. Okay, yeah, Strictly, let's talk about that on my channel. That's something that I haven't heard that much into. we'll have to discuss it on my channel. But one thing I want to hit you guys with before we leave, there's things like and me and Underdog Crypto, which definitely check out Underdog Crypto's channel as well. We were talking about stuff like Opulus, right? And Opulus, they're actually selling NFTs as like royalties, right? Royalty NFTs. So they've already done it. They sold royalties into Little Pump's, one of Little Pump songs, one of, I think it's Ard Ask Ads. Ard Ask. They sold royalties into his. Then we got Kyle and Tyga coming up. So they're already doing this where they're selling royalty NFTs. So that's something to be on the lookout for. And this thing called Republic, if you guys come up and sign up for it, they're literally NFTing almost. They're NFTing like stocks. Republic, they have a huge database of things that you can donate money to. But the thing is, just be very careful, because basically I read their bylaws, and their bylaws say basically they're promising you nothing, even though they have rules to this. The thing that I like about Opulus, though, is like Opulus says, like, okay, if we don't reach this amount, we'll give you your money back. If we don't reach this, we'll give you your money back. So I'm not sure what I think about all of these different Republic things. I do like the Opulus ones because they have more security with them, and them saying if we don't reach certain numbers, we will give you your money back. So definitely come over here and check out Republic. And there's another company called Ruell. They did a Nas, so which I wish I could have got in on this, where you can get a part of Nas's royalties, and you can actually buy these tokens for people who are selling them on OpenSea now. Just have to make sure you have the right collection. And basically the way it works is, like, each quarter you get paid out your certain amount of royalties. So like this one, for 5,000, you get 2% of a Nas song's royalties. Royal, I think they sold somebody else too besides Nas, but it wasn't nobody huge. Let's see who it was. Diplo, that's right. Okay, it was Diplo. Diplo's pretty, I mean, he's known, but he's not. And the thing I didn't like about Diplo's is that he was only selling like 20% of his, whereas the Nas one was like 50%, I believe. We come over here and take a look. Yeah, see, the Nas one was 50. So it's like, okay, Diplo, just 20%, okay. But let's see here. You could buy a Death Row note on Gala. Yeah, I know Snoop Dogg said he was gonna be doing like NFT and all of Death Row songs. So yeah, we got to check that out too. So come on over to the channel. It's darkhorsewatcher.com, and we'll start right there. We'll go look at the Death Row node on Gala, and we'll go take a look at some of these FNFTs. That will be cool to look into. And let's see if there are any other questions I missed. BitConnect. Oh man, let's see here. But Ruel, the most charming guys are the most dangerous ones. Don't you know I know it, Shelly? Don't you know I know it? Um, ba, 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 ba. All right, so I think we got all the questions to start with, but of course there'll be a chat over there if anybody wants to talk about stuff over there, and we can, we can bring it up, take a look. I can let you know what I think. Of course, not financial advice, but I can let you know what I think. Come on over to the channel. Like it takes me a couple seconds to like kind of bring it up, so just keep looking because I know I believe there's like a little shadow band on my channel, y'all. To be honest with you, because certain people I know, they said they subscribed to me, and all of a sudden it unsubscribes. Excuse me. It all of a sudden unsubscribes them. I don't know what that's about, but kind of just be on the lookout for that. Just know if you're subscribing to the channel, you got to come over and kind of click the little bell so you can get all the updates and whatnot. But yeah. So just know it takes me a little while to kind of get it up and running, but that's what I'm gonna do. So go over to the channel, make sure you got the updates put on, like my the little bell notifications on, and you should get it as soon as I do it live. But yep. So see you guys on the channel. We're gonna start it live. Have a really good one, guys. Thanks for coming out. Appreciate it. Peace.